Yo, we are back. First off, we are monetized. Let's get it. Shout out to everybody who has contributed to us getting monetized. I know y'all been rocking with the lives like crazy. I know that has helped. Just keep rocking with us. I told Dylan, so this money that we will start accumulating from the channel, we want to go to events with that bread. Like that's what we trying to do. We want to get y'all some live footage. We want to, man, go to the WWE Worlds and all of that stuff. So that will help us, travel to some of these events. It's a lot of retirements that's about to happen for like our generation of superstars. So I know, myself and Dylan would love to see, some of those last matches. So again, appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for helping us get monetized. And welcome back, my brother. We've been missing in action. We've been wanted like an old school Cactus Jack tee, but my boy Dylan is back, and we got a little bit of wrestling to talk about, bro. As far as Monday Night Raw, first off, what happened to Naomi? We don't know. If y'all got any clues or have seen anything, make sure y'all comment in the comment section below. We definitely will keep an eye on that, bro. But let's talk about LA Knight over here on Monday Night Raw, bro. What did I say? I'm like, LA Knight needs a change of scenery, bro. I don't want to say he was getting stale over there on SmackDown, but him going against the Bloodline, and in a sense, he still kind of entwined with that with Paul. You get what I'm saying? Like he ain't removed from it, but he's somewhat removed from like Solo and them over there on SmackDown. But I feel like him jumping over to Monday Night Raw, instantly going to this main event scene, to me, it has stacked up LA Knight's dollars just a tad bit, bro. It's making me feel like he went from going for a mid-card title, like the U.S. Championship, to now he's, he in there running for that WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So I like that picture. And what we always say, bro, sometimes you got to give a lot to get a little over here. Like he didn't do SummerSlam, and everybody was saying like, why isn't LA Knight at SummerSlam? Why isn't LA Knight at SummerSlam? But if the payoff was for him to be in the main event picture, for the later half of this year, like I'm sure he would have took that. So.
Yeah, 100%. The only thing I think is I can't see him winning anytime soon. Just based off this Fatal 4-Way in general, right? We got Jey Uso, Seth Rollins, LA Knight, and CM Punk. And obviously you had the interaction between him and Punk at the beginning, them going back and forth in that promo, kind of like working the line of like, all right, we're both baby faces, so we kind of have to get along here, but at the same time, let's not degrade and go too deep into these promos, because I think they could have really did some great work if they weren't playing both baby faces, right? If like Punk was a heel or LA Knight was a heel, they could have really done something cool. Obviously, it ended up in the tag match, right, last night. But what do you think of the actual Fatal 4-Way? Because I had mentioned to you before we even started, I did think it was a little weird throwing Jey Uso back into the title picture after obviously he had just lost the title. To me, it's almost like we don't really know what to do with Jey Uso now.
Yeah. I still feel like he's gonna play into this bloodline stuff with Roman. Like that's gonna lead all the way up until Survivor Series, but just off top, what do you do with him? Because you want to keep Jey Uso at that superstar level, but y'all not gonna put the belt on him no time soon. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like either he's gonna be in this World Heavyweight Championship contender picture, or he's gonna be running with the bloodline. Like that's honestly seem like the only two, unless they try to do some stuff with the IC Championship, man. But then when you look at it like that, that's a downgrade for him. That's a downgrade for him, bro. But at the end of the day, I can't see them taking that belt off Seth Rollins anytime soon, bro.
I can't either.
Like he's gonna hold that belt to Mania. I feel like 100%.
And it's also the thing with Roman kind of looming right in the background is what is Roman gonna do next, right? We're gonna touch on him in just a second, but let's just theoretically, right? Obviously, we're really not that far away. What is it? 2 weeks until Clash in Paris. So let's say Seth Rollins does retain. What do we do with CM Punk as well? I kind of want to get your thoughts on the whole CM Punk thing too, because if Seth retains, and obviously what we think is going to happen with Roman, still kind of ingrained with that whole scenario with the Vision, right? The Seth Rollins group is now being called the Vision. What do you think that does for Punk if he loses? Does he also just kinda keep staying in that mix? Or does he go out and find himself somebody else to pick on until the meantime? You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's constantly in the mix with Seth Rollins and then keeps losing, what does that like, I don't really wanna see him keep losing for
Yeah,
title matches either.
I think what we're slowly seeing, bro, believe it or not, could potentially be a LA Knight heel turn or like a LA Knight feud with CM Punk. Like you can tell, like they about to get into it. One of the two is going to cause one of them to match at Clash in Paris again. I can't see Seth Rollins losing, but it gives CM Punk a little bit to do for a little bit with going one on one with
I
LA
can see
Knight.
that. I can see that.
LA Knight is being brought over. I don't think he's gonna stay a face for a long time. And let's not forget, he was a heel in NXT. So, but he's just so over right now. But that don't necessarily mean that they can't turn him, they can't turn him heel. I just think having those three guys going at Seth Rollins for too long, like somebody else is gonna have to turn on somebody. Or I mean, we haven't seen a lot of Jay and CM Punk, but I feel like they're holding CM Punk for like LA Knight, or we ain't really seen CM Punk and Roman Reigns just yet. So it's still
Yeah.
things to do, but I just feel like Seth Rollins has for the longest has had his hands in so many different mixes, bro, that he
Yeah.
can have a feud with Sami Zayn. Like he can have a feud with LA Knight now. He can have a feud with CM Punk. He can have a few. It's like Seth Rollins is about to be the center of it all. But don't forget
Mhm.
though, bro. We asking what about CM Punk? He might have to go through Bronson Reed. He might have to go through Braun Breaker, because we forgetting that these are heavy hitters now. I'm looking at Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker as heavy hitters. So that can be some more potential matches for CM Punk. He has to get through these guys in order to get to Seth Rollins. But in the end, I still feel like everything is revolving around Seth Rollins.
Correct. I do agree with you, and just to segue that off, right? What the, I guess, initial impression is gonna be at Clash in Paris. Obviously, Roman is being advertised. There's no official, you know set thing that he's gonna be doing, but we kinda both think that it's probably going to be either Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed or Roman Reigns versus Braun Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
And I do kind of agree with you in the sense of if he faces Bronson Reed, he's getting the victory.
Yep. But
But
if
if
you
he
face
faces Braun Breaker,
Braun Breaker wins, and Braun Breaker puts him out for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Spear him 500 times or however, to the point where Roman Reigns is out to Survivor Series. Because again, we know that he got to do this movie,
correct.
so we know that he's about to take some time off somewhere. And again, like even if he was to beat Bronson Reed, and the only reason why I think that they would do Bronson Reed first is because Bronson Reed is the one who's been taking his shoes. Bronson Reed was the one who tsunami'd them a couple times, so I can see Bronson Reed being first. And Bronson Reed, give Bronson Reed that. You know what I'm saying? Like even if it is an L, but that spotlight against Roman, like Braun Breaker is already over.
Yeah.
Like his match with Roman would probably be on some Saturday night main event, or still like on a big stage. But again, as far as a victory will go, if it was versus Braun Breaker, put Braun over. Like a win over Roman, this dude is damn near unstoppable now,
Yeah.
bro. Like, but yeah, put him over against Roman.
no matter what the match is, right? I think both of them will be involved somehow, right? If it's
Yep,
gonna be,
yep,
Roman
yep.
versus Braun or Roman versus
Yeah,
Bronson. The
regardless.
Brons are together
Mhm.
now, right? You're gonna
LeBron.
have you're gonna you're gonna have the tribal chief versus the tribal thief and the
Yep.
Ulafala versus the
Hey, bro, and
Shulafala.
they was chanting Shula Fala last night on Raw
And
too,
he
bro.
did,
That's
bro. He
crazy.
came out with both of them
Both
rocking it
of them,
last
yeah,
night.
bro. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. And I'm
So,
telling you, bro. Like again, I think they doing this shoe stuff because Roman got that deal with Jordan Brand next year for the Bloodline 12s. Like, why now are they highlighting shoes, bro? And that's just me on my sneakerhead stuff and just wrestling. I'm like, it's a reason for everything with what they doing. They highlighting these Jordans, the importance of him taking these Jordans off Roman Reigns' feet. And then we got some Bloodline 12s dropping next year. Dog, it's gonna be crazy, man. But yeah.
yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. You know what I mean? Just there's like so many different things that they can do with every single piece involved in that Fatal 4-Way,
Mhm.
and then you also add Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, Roman Reigns. It can get kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I think all of those pieces though are kind of lining up to also, have something to do with that Survivor Series War Games match that will
Hmm.
be happening, right? So
Yeah, I'm getting to the point. I don't think it's gonna be Bloodline versus Bloodline no more. I
no,
think it's gonna be like Roman and whatever Roman, CM Punk, Jay, Sami Zayn, and somebody else versus the Vision and two more random folks that Seth Rollins can get to agree with to
yeah,
team with them.
yeah.
Like I thought they was gonna do like a bloodline versus bloodline. I don't think that's gonna happen again.
I don't think that's gonna happen, and who knows? Maybe they do 2 men's War Games matches. I mean, there's really nothing building at all on the
Yeah,
women's side.
yeah.
Now let's just transition to the women real quick, right? Because last night you did have a little bit of what? A little bit of friction, a little bit of tension between Io Sky
Hmm.
and the Kabuki Warriors. Ah, this is a weird one for me because to me, it seems like maybe now they're going to try to separate a little bit from Io Sky in that title picture. If they will be going away and having her feud with
Hmm.
Asuka and Kairi Sane, right? And to be honest, dude, like I know that's going to be a great match, but man, Io Sky does not miss in title matches, bro.
Yeah,
She just doesn't. I don't think she's ever had a bad title match ever.
yeah, bro. But her and Oscar, like my thing is, I don't think they taking that belt off Naomi no time soon, bro.
And
I
what
don't.
happened with Naomi? I mean,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that was kinda weird how they
They
said,
just
she's
said
not
like
medically cleared.
she wasn't medically clear. You know, maybe they give us more information on it. You know, but I'm ready. This is something that I low key been like. I wish Julia was on Raw, bro. Like I want to see the Japanese women get down because they can get freaking
It
down, bro.
with one caveat.
I know you about to say Kairi Sane, right? But
Yeah,
yeah, I knew you about to say
yeah.
Kairi, but I'm talking about Oscar, bro. Like OG NXT Oscar, bro. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. It's funny that I seen a NXT Mount Rushmore. Like Oscar will be on my NXT Mount Rushmore as far as like dominant forces. So to
Mhm.
put her in the picture, and I feel like Oscar don't get that vibe that she got years ago, bro. So to put her up against a world heavyweight, and let's not act like Oscar didn't hold world heavyweight gold, bro. Like I think Oscar been so injury prone as of late that it kind of put a little bit of water on her flame, bro. But Oscar still can get down, man, and that's definitely something that I'm interested to see. Again, yes, it does take EO out of that world title picture, or even if she was to have a world, like I could have seen them turning on EO last night and costing her the match against Naomi. Like
Mhm.
that clear. I feel like it's clear as day, like that heel turn is about to happen. Um, but I mean, who Naomi going against? She going against Stephanie Vicure at in Paris. I think she's gonna beat her, but I can't see anybody other than like maybe Rhea Ripley taking that title off of Naomi.
Dude, speaking of Rhea Ripley, did you bro, it was a quick backstage segment. Did you hear the pop she got when
Bro,
all of a sudden dude,
somebody
she
said
that was
Rhea
a Stone
Ripley.
Cold pop.
I was about to say that, bro. They like Rhea kind of on like some Stone Cold level type as far as like, and it's not like she's getting that ovation like, and not to mean this in any kind of way, but like it's not like on some Trish Stratus stuff. Like we just cheering because she looked good. It's like mugs just rock with Rhea Ripley, man. Like dudes, like everybody just Rhea Ripley is over. Whether she's heel, whether she's
It's the whole
face,
package, yeah.
is she is a superstar, bro. She got, and you know what's so funny? Like for early Rhea Ripley, she said that a lot of people used to say she looked like Charlotte Flair, like she had the blonde hair and things of that nature. But I feel like Rhea right now is what Charlotte Flair was when Charlotte Flair was in her prime, just as far as being that top woman superstar. Rhea got the
Ah,
baton over all of them right
I
now,
I
bro.
I get your comparison, but I don't think Charlotte was ever as over as Rhea.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not. She was
Maybe
not
I'm just
she
maybe I'm
she
eh, I'm
she never got the ovation
ovations.
that
I'm thinking
yeah.
as far as maybe just like achievements. Like she's about to be on some
Oh, I can
concert
see
in
that.
those clothes
Yeah.
like that. But you 100%, yeah. The crowd didn't go as nuts
No.
as it is when Rhea Ripley. But as far as like them putting the belts on her, putting the whole package on her, like making her that superstar, I think Rhea
Yep.
Ripley has that baton right now.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait and see what happens with that whole Stephanie Vaquer and Naomi match.
You ain't
That's
all
another
that
one that
interested in that one, no way, bro.
well, that's another one too. I kind of am like, yeah, it's kind of a weird matchup, right? Because Naomi's been doing such good work. I can't see her losing the belt anytime really either, especially after another title defense there at SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I can't see Stephanie going over on that, but I also don't want to see Stephanie Vaquer getting down the pecking order either
Yeah,
because she's
yeah,
also freaking over.
over,
So
yeah.
we're just gonna have to kind of see how that whole thing plays up. Last thing to note on Monday Night Raw that I did want to actually mention real quick that wasn't on the little rundown. They had a promo of Bayley, and we both talked about it for a little while now. Heel Bayley is definitely 100% coming. That
Mm-hmm.
promo package was pretty good, kinda reminiscent of, like, Naomi's when she started finally
Yeah.
turning into
Mm-hmm.
this character that she is now, and then you hear this weird laughter in the background at the end of
Yep.
that promo. I could see some stuff happening with that. Weird, though, do you think this just builds up to her eventually beating Becky after this whole time,
You
right?
know, but I don't feel like it needs that.
That's
Like
my that was gonna be my point to you,
if
but
she should have did this a while ago. You know what I'm saying? Like to have this new character just to beat Becky, I think it's a waste.
me
Like
too. 100%.
like she should have did this like a while ago or came back with this
Yes.
character. Like when she came back from the whole WrestleMania, missing WrestleMania, she should have came back like this. But to be like this now, just to be Becky, like yeah, and like you don't need to
Yeah,
turn heel to be the heel. You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Like you don't need that. So we'll see how it is. But she definitely need a change though, bro. Like
I agree with that.
Bailey definitely been getting the short end of the stick, and the Bailey slander needs to stop because Bailey a OG with it. She just don't get the same praise as Sasha, Charlotte, and Becky.
Yeah, 100%. So, obviously, Lyra's still in the mix somehow as well with that. But
Yeah.
we're gonna have to wait and see. So, let us know what you guys thought about everything down below from Monday Night Raw. We're gonna have some more content. I know that we want to continue doing our live streams for the week. We'll have to pick a day this week, but stay tuned for that, where we kind of give you everything that's going on in wrestling news and leaks and all that type of stuff.
Yep.
You guys seem to be enjoying those live streams that we're doing. So stay tuned for that stuff. Plenty more content to come. Kind of different content that we're gonna sprinkle in here and there as well. Not just strictly just running down what the shows are. Maybe some more personal content as far as like top 10 or top 5 videos, stuff like that. So just stay tuned. Appreciate you guys for sticking with us and getting us to where we are now. So appreciate
we
it.
done had remember them dark eras in
Oh
wrestling.
man, we had some
we
bad days
done
here.
had some days. So we done had some dark era wrestling days, man. So yeah, again, we appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. So other than that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the content, and you got your boy Dylan.
Got your boy Break.
And we're out. Peace.
Peace.